All right. Well, hello everyone. My name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge. And today I am bringing you, let's put that down, a book haul. So this is my first half of December haul, and I normally would just wait till Christmas is over because I know there will be books coming still from books that I've ordered as well as some that friends have sent. You all are always so generous with me, sending me books from my wish list. As well as surprises. Like, there are some lovely surprises that I've received. So I'm very excited to share everything with you. I also have some new releases, some Black Friday shopping, as well as some book boxes that I have been highly anticipating. Some of them I've been waiting for literally since March or April. So very, very excited to share some of these with you. So let's start off with some gifts that I was sent, because I love sharing my gratitude for that. I mean, I've said this, as a book lover, there's nothing sweeter or kinder that you can send me but a book. And so whenever someone spends some of their hard-earned money to send me one of the things I love most, I am always so honored. And I just want to make that clear, because I think sometimes hauls, we get to see all the pretty things people get. I know not everyone feels this, but I know that it can feel kind of like, oh, this person is bragging about something, or, oh, this person, they have so much. Why do they need to show it off? But I, number one, wanted to celebrate books, all the beautiful editions, all the things we have, as well as say thank you to those who sent me gifts, as well as, to show off some beautiful books, because the books themselves are beautiful, and no matter who has them in their hands, we're very lucky to have some of these. So anyway, let's dive into what we got here. So this one, I am not supposed to say who this is from. They asked to not be called out, but I'm very excited to have this book. This is actually going to be my Patreon exclusive for January, so it's great that I have a copy of it all ready to go. It's actually been on my TBR for the last 2 months because it's just been crazy, and I'm hoping in January to read some more of what I want to be reading and not as much TBR. But anyway, getting to the point, someone, and you'll know who you are, kindly sent me Desire in His Blood by Zoe Draven. This is the first book in her new series, The Brides of Calora, or is it Calora? Sorry, that K looks like an H. Oh, Calora, yeah. And I think this one is supposed to be space vampires. That's what I'm getting from what I've seen. And I will be reading and annotating this in January. So if you'd like to know my thoughts on it, you can check out my Patreon when I get to it. It will be in January. But I'm very intrigued by it. I love Zoe Draven's Horde King series, so I very much look forward to this. A lot of my friends have already read it and are raving about it, so that's going to be top priority. Then I just received from Melissa from Book Bar. She sent me book 2 in the Fae Guardian series. I want to collect all of these books so much. I've read all the ones that are out right now. The author puts beautiful art inside. This one doesn't have as much as the first book did, but it does have a beautiful art piece inside of it. So this one is book 2. I've already read this. I gave this, I think it's 4.5 or 5 stars. I listened to all the audiobooks on Anyplay. Well, there's 6 of the audiobooks are on Anyplay, I think, or 7. I don't know, but there's a bunch of them. Either way, there's audiobooks for all of them. And this one was The Solace of Shark Claws, and I'm so happy. So thank you, Melissa. I want all these books. They make me so happy. Then my lovely Paula, you are so good to me. She sent me the entire Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver, which was the sweetest thing ever. So I'm so happy to have these. I have read Off to the Races already. And so I'm so happy. And all of these, I think, say Merry Christmas in them. So thank you so much. I obviously love Flawless and Heartless from the deepest part of my soul, and I can't wait to read everything that she's written, and to now have these gorgeous physical books for my shelves just brings me so much joy. So Paula, you are so generous. So, just thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have these. Then I seem to have lost the sticker for this. I can't remember if it came with one. This might have been one that came without the tag with it. So I'm so sorry. I can't remember now. I think I remember talking with the person who sent this, but I apologize. But someone sent me Resisting Mr. Granville by Sam Mariano. This was one of her newest releases. She has released quite a bit recently. Sam's just been knocking them out, and this one was a mom's ex, and I mean, it has a lot of dark things going on in it, but she had originally put this one on Kindle Vella, and then it's part of the Blurred Line series as well. But yeah, this one was quite the taboo treat for sure, and I just devoured it, and I didn't realize how big it was until I had a physical copy of it. But yes, thank you so much who sent me this. Then my lovely friend Tiffany, which I have a few things to share, she sent me this amazing Christmas gift. It was in a stocking in a box, and I opened it and just cried. There was quite a few things in it that I'll try to show you. So there was 3 books, which I'll show you. There was also this necklace, which if you've seen some videos, you've seen me wear it. It's hard to show it, but it's a little girl. Let me see if I can. Ouch. It's a girl on a book stack reading a book. This beautiful stainless steel necklace, and I've worn it literally every day since she sent it to me. It's one of the best gifts I've ever received. I absolutely love it. There was a pretty bookmark in that said, "Thank you for being a part of my story." There was a Jamie Fraser candle, which smells so manly. It's amazing. And then she also sent me a Jamie Fraser apron that is of Jamie Fraser bare-chested, which I can't fit in a camera frame, but I have it hanging up over there, and I'm going to wear it while I do some Christmas baking. It's amazing. And then there was 3 books in it that she sent me from my wish list. So she sent me Blood Moon by Gillian Graves, and this one is a little novella in the Strange Moon series, and so I had seen actually Tiffany read this. I think it's a vampire and a witch or something, but I know there's like a supernatural mixer, and I think they have like competing businesses, and I heard Tiffany talk about it, and I had it on my list, so she sent me this. She also sent me one of our mutual favorites, Rebel Bitten. So the Blood Alliance series is getting these hardcovers with these new kind of like improved pictures on them, and I'm obsessed. So this one is Willow and Ryder, and this one was one of my favorite books from last year. And so thank you so much, Tiffany, for sending me this. I'm very excited to build my Blood Alliance series with these hardcovers. Let me see what the art is in here. Is there good art? I'm also very patiently waiting for the last book in this series to be released whenever it finally does. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And here's the Rider chapters. So absolutely love this series. And then she sent me one which I already read and reviewed, and it was How the Grump Saved Christmas. Perfectly in time for Christmas for me to read one by Claire Kingsley, and I thought it was adorable. The audiobook for this is already out. So thank you, Tiffany, for spoiling me beyond anything. Like, it was amazing. And then I received this from Caitlin just the other day, and she sent me a very sweet note that she's currently reading this book, and this is a book that is on the top of my TBR. This will be on my January TBR because also the audiobook for this just came out, which is great. And this is Restore Me by J.L. Sears. Now, Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life has loved this. I've been seeing some other people read it. Obviously, Caitlin was reading it. This is book 1 in the New Haven series, and again, people have just been raving about it. So, Caitlin, thank you so much for sending me this book from my wish list. Like, I'm so intrigued by it. I know this is, I mean, the tagline says it, like, it's enemies to lovers, about forbidden relationships and love after loss. And I believe the heroine is a widow, and the hero is her enemy, but was her dead husband's best friend. And I've just heard this is extremely moving and beautiful. And so I'm here for it. I'm here for the pain and the beauty. Let's do it. Now, I'm going to show you all 3 of these, but I'll explain them because they are kind of a gift, kind of, I also bought 2 of them, but I have 3 copies of Resting Witch Face right now, which just makes me smile. So one of these was a gift, so I'll show this. So Juliet, she did send me a copy of this as a gift, along with beautiful copy of the artwork. It is signed personally to me. This one is wishing me the love and the magic. So this is my personal copy. That's actually beautiful. Then when I received that, I asked her if she could send another and like I would pay for it, if she would just sign it generally. And so she let me purchase a copy that I was purchasing that's going to be for a giveaway. And I'm hoping to get that set up soon here. It might already be listed, but she just signed this one and it says rules forever, happy witchy reading, and with one of the art prints. So I'm planning to do a giveaway for this. And then the reason I have a 3rd copy is because one of my patrons picked this book for December. So I just thought I would show all 3 because it made me happy to represent Juliet with a big stack of her books here. But I absolutely loved this book. It's one of my 6-star reads of the year, and having some signed copies from Juliet just, it makes me so happy. Makes me happy. Okay, then we have a couple books that were sent by authors or for PR purposes, so I wanted to show those. We have 2 historicals that were sent to me from Amara from Entangled, and they sent me Cinderella and the Duke, which this one comes out the end of December. So I'm going to see if I get around to this during break. I don't know if I will, but I want to. So this one is Cinderella and the Duke. They sent me a cute little bookmark. And this one is Miss Julia Beaumont has exactly 1 night to find herself a husband. The Weatherford Ball is the last chance for Julia Beaumont. It's the last chance Julia Beaumont has to escape the clutches of her horrid stepmother. Any potential husband will do. Oh my gosh, my hair is stuck. Rich, poor, even a reasonably well-groomed walrus, but all of Julia's matrimonial chances are completely obliterated thanks to the actions of an infuriating and utterly rakish duke. Gregory Carter, Duke of Ashworth, would never risk his cherished bachelorhood by flirting with marriage-starved debutantes, but one look at the luscious and refreshingly clever Julia, and he simply can't resist a stolen kiss. Scandal be damned. Then just as things start getting deliciously interesting, the lady flees, leaving only a slipper behind. And it must have been one dandy of a kiss, because now Julia has proposed to him. After all, the lady needs a husband, and this roguish duke will certainly do. It's simply a matter of making him the perfectly scandalous offer. So, this is great. I've never read a Lydia Drake before, but thank you for sending me that. And then this one I'm so interested in. This is Never Cross a Highlander by Lisa Rain. And this is in the Shadow of the Laird series. I don't know if this is the first book in a series or not. I think it might be. Yes, I think it might be. This one comes out in January. I don't have an exact date, but this one tells me it comes out in January of 2023. Yes. So this one is, yeah, by Lisa Rain. And this one says, Alyssa Connery has waited 3 long years to finally escape her enslavement at Stirling Castle and reunite with her clan, but her carefully laid plans are completely destroyed by the arrival of the infamous Highlander warrior known as Du Mahone, the Black Devil, who has plans of his own. Callum McNeil's fearsome reputation has long allowed him to keep hidden his secret double life of freeing enslaved captives across the land. It's only when he kidnaps a servant lass, quite by accident, that he finds himself facing a wee predicament. He must accompany the lass home or risk her exposing his true identity. It'd be easy enough if the feisty hellion didn't fight him at every turn. As they make their way to the Highlands, the perils the two must face are surpassed only by their constant sparring. Soon, their heated snippet sparks heat of a totally different kind, the kind that ignites a hunger that could consume them both. Yet the difficult journey is no match for the dangerous secrets they're about to uncover. So yeah, that seems really interesting. And I mean, look at that cover. Look at that broadsword. Love it. Then I received a surprise little package from Elaine Luddington, who is a new to me author and apparently a viewer of this channel. So hello, Elaine, if you're watching this. And she sent me this sweet little package that I grabbed it here. It had this mug with some coffee and tea. There was also a bookmark that I don't know where I said it. I'm sorry. And her new book is called The Lake Effect, which I love this cover. It came with a nice little thing which says our tropes here. It says this one's new adult contemporary, grumpy sunshine, slow burn, but it's 18 plus, forced proximity, and snowed in at the lake house. So this seems like the perfect story to be reading this December or January. And I'll read the back to you real quick here. This one says, a storm is brewing that no one predicted. Will they weather it together or be left damaged in its wake? Poe, I was surprised to be alone, but he ruined it. Uninspired, cheated on, and only a semester from graduating, I needed this winter break to be alone at my brother's lake house. What I didn't need was an environmental scientist with a stick up his ass lingering in the background. Jasper, I was supposed to be alone, but she ruined it. My cousin's new boyfriend had offered me a dream. His lake house was secluded and only a short hike from my fieldwork. But when his little sister Poe showed up with her paintbrushes and purple hair, it started to feel more like a nightmare. So that seems so cute, Elaine. And you know what? This might be one of the books that gets packed up with me to come on vacation because forced proximity, snowed in at the lake house. I'm living a snowed in life right now here in Fargo. So this sounds amazing. So if you were intrigued by any of the tropes, please check this out. Let's support a viewer. And I think, is this her debut book? I don't know. Let me see if there's a note on that. I'm not sure. But either way, let's support this new book. So let's check it out. And then there's a book that no one will be surprised to see here. I'm so happy to own a copy of it. I hope to own many more copies of this book when there are finally colored options and other things. But I have Anastasia by Sophie Lark. This is another one I actually have 2 copies of, but the other copy I wrapped and I'm giving it as a gift because this is a book I want all of my friends and family to read. I will be buying another copy eventually for my best friend as well. But she actually told me, because I told her, I was like, would you like this? Because like I want to give you a copy of this book, but I don't want to give it to you if like you're not interested. Because like, you know, this is too beautiful to just sit on the shelf and never be read. And she told me to give her one for her birthday because she'll be almost done with her last year of school. She went back to school as a 29-year-old, which is fantastic. So this is my copy that Sophie sent me though. It came with a beautiful print from Lena. Lena and Sophie will have been on my channel by the time you see this. I'm very excited to interview them both. And I feel so blessed to, I just feel blessed by her. There's nothing else to say. Look at all these beautiful books. The last couple years of being a friend to Sophie and watching her grow have been amazing. Look at the back even. So I'm so excited. If you haven't read Anastasia yet, I highly recommend. I think it's a great time of year to read it. Although the audiobook is being worked on as fast as possible. They're hoping to have it in the spring. So I understand if you wait till then. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. There are 120 illustrations, including there is like cover designs for all of them, and there are these beautiful like full bleeded pages. There's art like this in these. It's amazing. So I highly recommend, and I'm glad to have that. So there we go. Now let's go through the book boxes. Like I said, I have, well, there's 4 book boxes worth of stuff, so we'll go through these pretty quickly. Let's start with one that I actually did a Kickstarter for, and I wasn't even sure that I like wanted the box by the time I was getting it because it was taking so long to get here, and I was kind of annoyed with it. But I mean, like, I know Kickstarter takes a while, but I was just getting annoyed. It happens. It happens. But I was glad for the wait. So I had done a Kickstarter for this Fated Mate box by Willow Winters, okay? She was doing these like colored hardback editions of Gentle Scars and Wounded Kiss, the first 2 books in this series. Now, by the time that these came out, like she already had the 3rd one out, and so now I'm going to want to get the 3rd one as well. But these are what came, and they're absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you what else came in the box, and I've got to tell you, I'm even more excited about some of the other things that came in the box. Even though these were very beautiful, the full covered, I got the hard backs. And this one, I mean, they're signed right here. They're a little crinkly when you open it. It makes me scared. And then it just has like her discreet insides of these ones. But she had, these are very naughty, just so you know. So I can't like show you the whole thing, but she also had 3, page overlays. So like they were spicy ones. So she had 3 page overlays that came with, so like here's like a threesome scene and also a naughty one like this. So those were beautiful. And then some other stuff in the box. Now there was this beautiful candle. This was a wood wick, and I've almost used the whole thing. I love this candle so much. This one was because the box was Fated Mate. So like this one was He's Mine. This one was Sweet Pine, Musk, and Passion. And oh my God, like you can see, I love this candle. I love woodwick candles. I love the scent of this candle. I've used it so much. I'm like saving the last bits of it because I don't want it to be over. I loved it. Also, there was a bookmark. I don't know where the bookmark went now that said Fated Mates. There was also this little like wooden ornament too, which I've used in pictures already. I really love it. That's a Fated Mates. There was the Paranormal Romance mug, which is a beautiful tall like matte mug that has all these different paranormal elements on it. And then there was her special romance reader tarot deck. Okay, now I have loved, you've known that I've loved the tarot cards from Luna Junko that I've done these trope cards, and this is actually like a full tarot deck though. And so it has rose gold, and I believe you can actually like order this from her now, but this was like an add-on that she did for the box, and I totally forgot about it. But it's absolutely gorgeous. So like the swords and the pentacles and the cups and the wands, like all beautiful. And then like even the like the arcana cards are so beautiful. Like, let me find a good one. Like, here's like the Hanged Man. There's one of the really pretty ones. But they all have like the tropes on them. So like the Empress handles accidental pregnancy. So like some of them have like tropes on it. The High Priestess falls for the brother's best friend. So they have like this fun aspect to it. These are so beautiful, and just like the feel of them is amazing. So I'm kind of obsessed with these. I love them. And then it came like with the little booklet for how to do it. And yeah, oh yeah, these are like the back of them. This rose gold. Like honestly, this box was such a great deal too, because this one was only, I think, $55 for the 2 hardback books, the mug, the candle, and the tarot deck. Like, I feel like some people would pay that just for this tarot deck. I don't know how much it's selling for on its own, but you can go to willowwinterswrites.com, and I think you can just order this deck, which is amazing. So this box that I was getting so impatient for ended up being pretty stunning. So again, not gonna lie, I think it ended up being worth the wait, even though like I've only read a couple Willow Winters and I haven't like loved them. I do think she makes pretty great qualities. Not everybody loves Willow Winters. I know that. I don't need to hear it in the comments. I had ordered this box before any of the drama had happened, and I still wanted it. And you know what? I don't regret it because I like what came for it. So there it is. All right, next I have my November-December box. I think it's the November-December box for romantic or Renegade Romance. Yes. And so this one was the like cryptids box, which I've never read anything with cryptids, so I was a little like but you know what, I've gotten such interesting books by being a part of this, and I'm happy that I did. And this I think has like both of the books have special covers. Maybe they don't, I don't even know, but I love it. So there was Carnal Cryptids by Vera Valentine, and the bookmark that came with it. And these were signed as well. And then some of the art for this one was this nice naughty one here, as well as a sticker. So those were cute. And then there was Cryptid Club is one of the pins that we got. April always does such an amazing job with like the pins and everything. I just love it. And then there was Beatrix Hollow, Run and Hide. This one was signed as well. And then I assume this sticker is for this one. And honestly, I think this one is for Carnal Cryptids too, because it looks like the same art. So there's that. So yeah, so this is what came in that box. And again, I think April always does her best with quality. There was apparently an issue with formatting for this book. So if you'd ordered the box, you were able to get the ebook for free. I don't know really what it is. I think I can see some of the issue. Like, there is a place where some words like get cut off at the end and then not, like, the sentences don't get finished, I think. But I'm more than happy with getting the like ebook of it, and it'll be fine. But I do understand some people being disappointed. Boxes are expensive. I get that. But I think April does her best with everything. Like, I have been more than happy with the boxes I've gotten over almost the last year. So that's just my feel on it. But other people can have their opinions. But the curators of these boxes work their asses off, and so I don't have an opinion on that. Besides, I think the books are beautiful. All right, then, I'll just show this real quick. This wasn't from a box or anything, but I'm a part of Tiffany Roberts' Patreon at like the highest level, and they will send out sometimes these, well, they did it for Halloween too, and now they did it for Christmas. So they sent a cute Christmas card. That this one was Ivy and Catan, looking cute, and then there was a magnet and sticker as well. And like, they did this also, like I said, for Halloween, and I got some of a different couple, and I just love it. I love magnets. Like, I literally need like a bigger magnet board. So this is cute. These are gonna go in my scrapbook. I'm really excited to have those. Okay, then we have the other box that I waited months for. So this one was from Hello Lovely Box. Now, I don't order from Hello Lovely Box too much, and it's not because I have a problem with them. It's just that I don't always like the designs that they do as alternate covers. Sometimes I do, but I don't usually. And I've ordered their clothes more than I've ordered anything else. But back in April, they had a pre-order for a Jana Aston box, and it was called like, what was the box called? I think it was called like Secret Copy is what it was called or something. And it was going to feature Wrong in the book for a single one, Wrong and Right in like the next level. Or you could pre-order the big box, which had all 4 books in the series, as well as some like swag and everything. And I was feeling reckless that day, and I pre-ordered the whole box, which was like $120. And then we ran into like difficulty after difficulty. Yeah, My Secret Copy, that's what this is called. Difficulty after difficulty. I know there was some mental health issues of one of the like curators, and like, I totally understand that. Then there was supply issues, and just thing after thing happened. And again, I wasn't like angry about it. It was just like, was kind of disappointing, because I was like, dang it, I'm just waiting and waiting. Do I even still want the books anymore? Like, that's really what will happen to me, is I'm like, do I even still want them anymore? You know, I said the same thing about the Willow Winters one, because it's like, could I have bought a different box than this one? You know, sorry, the sun has changed on me, but we're getting close to being done with this video, so we're just gonna roll with the sunshine. But anyway, it finally shipped. It came, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. They also did send a $50 like gift card to the store. They were going to do a partial refund, but that wouldn't work, so they did that. The thing I'm a little disappointed with is like, it only works in the like Bookish boutique. It doesn't work on their like bookstore part of it. And that's kind of a bummer, because it's like, my money was spent on like books, and I wanted to buy more books, and like, you can't. You have to use it on like merch, or I think you can use it towards another book box. So that might be what I do. Maybe there's a book box that I really want. and I'll like save my gift card to use it for that. But still, I got these and it came with some swag, so we'll show you that. So there was a candle. Again, this candle smells amazing. This candle just says it's a wax candle. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells kind of fruity, but also something else. I don't know. So this one says like all the feels. And then there was a read whatever you want sticker. Definitely love that. Caffeine and romance books, which this definitely works like the heroine in the first book works at a coffee shop. So I love that. There was 3 bookmarks here, and these have like tarot on them. One of them, it has the reader, has some crystals, and it has like a jar. There was a notebook and pen. This one says always thinking about fictional characters, so write it down with a pen. And then there was the books, and these are so cute. They really are. They're pretty like simple covers here we have for Wrong, but these are all I believe hand signed. And I really like the signature page for this one. It says Dr. Lucas Miller, which that's the hero in this. So I thought that was so cute. So that's Wrong. This one is Right. This one is the one that has Everly in it. And this one, she signed it. She says, embrace your inner Everly. So love that. Trust. This one I think is like is this one the Virgin auction? I can't remember. But this one says, I do not know what I'd do without a reader like you. And then there is also the little novella, Fling. He was her boss's best friend. So there's Fling. So I got the whole set, and I'm not mad about it now that it's here. Like I said, they're very cute. They're very quirky. And I love that. So there was those. Then, of course, we have, I'm going to show the Mystic Box books, which people have probably seen by now. And I gotta say, these are stunning. I mean, I usually love how their books look. The last set we got, I didn't love that those ones were shiny books. For some reason, I don't know. For some reason for Callie Hart, they did shiny covers. And I'm not a fan of shiny covers of those. I just wasn't. But it was Jennifer Hartman. And now it was the books that are in a lot of the boxes that do her. But these might be my favorite. I don't know. I had Lotus and Still Beating that came in another box. And so here's Lotus. Like, it's pretty dark, but like this foiling, the cover. And then look at these, like it's beautiful. So this one, this is the Lotus Chronicles. I'm pretty sure this is the comic that one of the characters writes. And then the chapter pages have flower on it. So this is beautiful. And then Still Beating. So this one has the locket on the front. And this one just, it has gold. Beautiful. This one has the couple informal wear. There's that. And then the chapter headings have the chains. So I'm very, very impressed with these. I think they're gorgeous. These are ones I definitely want to keep around. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Okay, then the last books I want to do are books that I've bought. So let's start with some that I picked. We have 2 that have kind of like special covers. So this one I ended up having like a coupon for a store. I think it's from Bookish Buys is where I got it. And yes, I got it from Bookish Buys, and there was a sale on this one. And so I had to snap it up. And it is Bite Marks by Jenica Snow. And I just love this cover. It has this raised silver. And then it also came with a bookmark. And it's signed. And then like these are the pages. So I snapped this up. Then I finally grabbed myself the cover of Death Adder by Naomi Lucas. This is the newest release. And this was the only cover I like didn't have yet in this clinch monster cover, and I just love it. I love it. Oh my god, all of these are so beautiful. And And I just love this series so much. I can't wait for more to come out. And yeah, I'm so excited to have all those. Then we have 2 new releases that I picked up. We have The Duke in Question by Amelie Howard. This one, I'd actually started it. I did have an arc for this one and I didn't end up getting to it, so shame on me. But I love the covers of Amelie Howard's books, and I will probably listen to this one on audio, will be my best bet with it, so we'll do that. And then I picked up Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade, although now I'm a little bit nervous about this one. I wish I'd read it before I heard anything, because the way I felt about both books 1 and 2, I enjoyed them quite a bit more before I heard a lot of people's opinions on them, and that's kind of what's happening with this one. But I don't know, I still want to give it a try. I do like what Olivia Dade does with Plus Size Rep, but I've heard that I might not like the story with this one, so we'll see. Because I think this one is the ones, they have one night stand and then they end up being coworkers, and because, of their situation, they agree to, never touch each other off of set, which that shouldn't sound that weird because, yeah, with your coworkers, you shouldn't touch them outside of work if your work is kissing and things, but, we'll see. I still want to give it a try. I'll probably listen to the audio of this one too. Then I have some manga that I've picked up. So I picked up volume 2 of Game Between the Suits. I want to continue this series. I actually just read the first volume that I had. And then I saw that the second one was out and I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. So I gotta have that. Yakuza Fiance. This one was recommended by my friend Alex, who is my favorite book recommender at Barnes & Noble, and when she heard that I started reading manga, she was like, I gotta recommend a bunch to you. So I have a bunch that I took pictures of and that I'm gonna try, and then there was this one that I bought that day because she said it was just so good, so I swiped it up. Then I have volume 2 of I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess. This was one, while we were looking at books, I was like, when does the next volume come out? Me thinking that volume 2 is the next one that I needed. And she's like, oh, volume 3 should be out soon. And I was like, volume 3? I don't even have volume 2. So she went and grabbed me volume 2. I did already read this one. I was a little disappointed after how much I loved the first one. But with manga, that's how it goes. If one isn't perfect, the next one might be better for you. So you keep going. So definitely going to keep on reading this series because I really enjoyed this one. Yakuza Lover Volume 7. I now really need to catch up because I've only read the first 3 and I have 1 through 7, but whenever the new ones come out, I grab it because I love this. I love this kind of nerdy but deadly mafia boss and his innocent woman that he's scooped into it with him. And then I also did pick up a copy of Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. I know I might not love this book because I've heard it's pretty misogynist and not the best, but I also really like the history of how this book came around and everything, and everyone is loving the Netflix film, so I do want to do kind of a comparison, whether that's in a book club with my friend or if I end up doing it on my own. I swiped it up to give it a try at least. If I end up hating the book, I'll just stop reading the book and switch to the film. And then I have stuff from 2 Black Friday sales. So 3 of the books I got actually from Hello Lovely Box had a sale on their Scratch and Dent, and they had these books off, and they have very minimal wear on them, but of course they only send out books in perfect condition. So I got these 3 books for only, I think, $50. It might even be less. So I picked up book 1 in the Compass series. I think these are all signed. Well, this one's not signed. The other 2 are. But I've been wanting to try this series. I know my friends have liked it. I just love the covers in this series too. So this one just has a tiny little bent right here is all that I've seen. And so yeah, I grabbed this one, Southern Storms by Brittany Cherry. And then I actually didn't have these covers. I only have the covers for book 3. So I got Twisted Games by Anna Huang, and this one is signed. And this one has just a little tear up there. Otherwise, that's pretty much it with this one. And Twisted Lies has a little bit of a bend here. And this one's also signed. So they were sold out of Twisted Lies, but I already have Twisted Hate. I actually have the alternate covers of these. I really do like the alternate covers, but originally I wanted Twisted Hate because I love the model on that one. And then when I saw these were there and they're for sale and you can't get these covers anywhere else, I was like, okay, we'll get Reese and Christian as well. So now I'm just missing Twisted Lies, and I'll have these covers as well. And then the other books I got in the Target sale, and I'm almost kind of nervous to show you a couple of these that I got, not because I'm ashamed of them, because I'm afraid of what it will mean by doing this. So let me explain. If you don't know about the Target sale that I'm talking about, so Target often, for holidays or for special things, or sometimes just randomly, they will have a sale where their books are buy two, get one free. I've also recently seen a sale where they did buy one, get one half off, which almost gives you the same amount of savings. It just depends on how many books you're buying. Now, what you can do with this is you can often get pre-orders this way. You know, a lot of historicals, if you want to pre-order them with Target and you do this sale, you can get a really good deal on them. I know some of my friends will pre-order a bunch of their historicals for the year this way. You also can get, sorry, my throat. You also can get a lot of indie books, but it's kind of hard to search for them. The best way to search for them is to look up the author. That's the best way to do it. So whenever I see there's a sale, I always have a list of the ones I'm going to look up. And so two of the books that I got on this sale, like one of them was actually an Elsie Silver. And then I ended up, as you saw earlier, Paula gifted me that whole set. So I gave the one that I bought, I gave it away as a gift. And then the other one I got in this sale, because I got 9. So I did 3 sets of buy two, get one free. My friend wanted the Lord of the Rings leather bound, and so I bought her that. That's going to be her Christmas present. So I have 7 books here that I was able to get in this sale. Now, the 2 that I'm nervous to show you are books from an author that I said I won't read. But I may, and by may I mean I will, be doing a video in the new year of authors I said I wouldn't read. So I could hide these books from you and save it, but I'm going to show it, and I'm going to show them quickly. And because they were part of this sale, I was like, well, I'll buy them because I'm planning to kind of annotate while I read them. So I'm going to show you very quickly these 2 books that I got in this sale, but I don't want anybody to be urging me to read them because I'm going to read them for a video and I'm not going to talk about it until it's done. So I got these 2 books. Okay. All right. We're moving on. Then there is a historical romance author that I've only read one of her historicals, but I keep buying her books because they're always a part of the Target sale. So I always buy a couple more. And that's Lauren Smith, AKA Emma Chase, AKA Love in the Wild. She wrote the Tarzan retelling. She also wrote, a couple other like dark romance that I like, but she has historical books and I keep buying them because a lot of them are on AnyPlay, and they're also, you can get the ebooks for pretty cheap, and I keep buying them because I want them. So this one is her Wicked Proposal. This is part of A League of Rogues. There is also Wicked Rivals, which is a part of A League of Rogues. And then she has this pirate series that she's starting. And I really want to read these. So this one is In Like Flynn, and this is a pirate of King's Landing. And just look at that cover. So I keep buying her books here, and now I need to read them because I bought a lot. Also in the sale, I grabbed The Girl in the Mist by Kristen Ashley. I want to read more Kristen Ashley, and this one is like, this author is living in a secluded island, and then there is like a mystery that's happening there. So yeah, this one is a Misted Pines novel. So I really loved this cover and I grabbed it. And then the last one is one I've already read, but I didn't own yet. I already owned the first one, but I didn't own the second one. And since it was part of the sale, I scooped it up. So I grabbed The Rebel King by Kennedy Ryan. And now I have the All the King's Men book 2. So there we go. So there we go. Those are all the books I got. See, I still ended up talking for a really long time. And now I need to put all these books away, but I'll feel good going into my vacation to have all my books on the shelves. And that'll be great. So thank you to everyone who sent me a gift. Thank you to the authors who generously sent me some of their work. Yeah, just thank you. I'm so excited. This book haul was so much fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.